Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Hulkbuster Iron Man. After seeing the Iron Man trailer that showed all the different suits of armor, I thought this would be a nice figure to look at. I think I might have reviewed it a long time ago, but it's been a while, so maybe an updated high-definition version might be in order. Even if I did do it, I don't know if I did. He only comes with one accessory, which is this flying scooter thingy. It's not really a scooter, obviously, but it's part of the Legendary Riders series, and this is what he comes with. It's got like some marbling going on and some red and black paint. Not in the best of condition because the paint's kind of junky, but there you have it. It does have these little peg things to help it stand up, but it's not really the best. And it has these gigantic footholes for him, which doesn't look bad once you actually put him on it, but I wouldn't bother doing that. I would just leave it off to the side and pose him as him. He stands quite tall. He's just about 8 inches tall, so he's got some really good size to him. He's a nice and heavy figure, made out of nice plastic. Nice paint job. All of the lines are painted in black. He's got a nice kind of a glossy fire engine red type of red paint, and a nice kind of a darker gold for the rest of it. Those are really the only colors you're going to see on the outside of the armor. On the inside, you see a fully painted cockpit with details for all the buttons and things, and then you have the Tony Stark head. He kind of looks old in this, but it's still really nicely sculpted and nicely painted. So, and it is articulated. The head is on a ball peg, so it does swivel pretty easily. Nice detail to have that in there. Even the little vent things in the back are painted, so they did a good job with that, and that just snaps down. So the paint job's good. The sculpt is really good on this guy. He's really massive looking. I mean, obviously he's big, but everything about him just makes him look even bigger. So I'm really happy with it. They did a really good job with this guy. As far as articulation goes, this head doesn't move obviously because it's just on that hinge. The head inside I already showed you. The shoulder pads have a hinge so they don't get in the way of the ball hinge shoulder, standard Marvel Legends style. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist swivel, wrist pivot for each hand. Let's see if that's stuck. It might be stuck on that one. Let's try this one. Okay, so it's really ratcheted kind of tightly, but it is there. And then the thumb moves, and the index finger moves, the middle finger and the ring finger or pinky finger all move individually on both hands, so that's cool. He's got a diaphragm joint, so that gives him a little extra articulation there. A waist swivel, T-jointed ball hinge hips with a thigh swivel built in, double jointed knees. They're really bulky and sometimes hard to move, but they do, which is good though because it keeps his weight up in the air rather than laying on its side in the middle of a display. An ankle pivot with an ankle rocker built in and a toe pivot. So really any articulation that you could ask for other than an ab crunch, which I don't know if it would have worked so well on this guy anyway. All the articulation's there, so that's really good. The paints are good on this guy. I think the gold could have used a little bit of a black lining like the red because there's nothing on there. It's just solid gold, and it would have made it pop a little bit more. But I think this is still a really cool figure, and if you don't get one, you probably should, especially if you don't have one. If you already have one, probably don't buy another. But this one's really cool to have at least one of, and I do recommend it. So there it is. There's the Hulkbuster Iron Man Marvel Legends figure. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, more custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.